This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Thank you for being with us and welcome to Good Morning Uganda Extra, which is an extension of Good Morning Uganda. I'm Robert Chirabo, and it is a beginning of a new week, 5 working days. It is a Monday, but very important to note is your mindset, your attitude will determine your altitude. So have a positive mindset, give a try to everything, and leave the rest to God. Do your best. And I can guarantee you that week will finally end in a very appreciative manner, both your pocket, health-wise and spiritually, I want to believe. Now, this morning, I'm going to be discussing something to do with health. And I'll be discussing issues more about hepatitis. We shall be celebrating the World Hepatitis Day. And joining me on set, I have two youths. They look young indeed, and with whom we are going to be discussing very pertinent issues regarding hepatitis, issues to do with your liver, that and more. Now, join me, welcome Nantambi. Peace happens to be the Director for Communication, Liver Health Foundation. You're most welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Uganda. I'm blessed to be on this television. I'm a member from Liver Health Foundation Uganda Limited. We shall be talking about World Hepatitis Day, and don't forget this is Awareness Month. We are creating awareness on hepatitis and other diseases that affect the liver. So we shall be glad to be with you and to make you know more about these diseases.
And then at the extreme end, I have Nakaiza Tracy, who is a foundation member as well. Good morning, Nakaiza, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Uganda. I'm Nakaiza Tracy, a proud member of the Liver Health Foundation. Welcome to today's show, where we are going to address the World Hepatitis Day and liver disease.
Now, I want to begin with you, Nakaiza. When we talk about the foundation, help us understand what is it all about. Yes, the name may be very clear, but let's understand what do you really do? What is it all about?
The Liver Health Foundation is a non-profit foundation based in Wakiso, Uganda. It was established in 2007 by the local community members who were passionate about supporting liver patients and addressing liver disease to the community at large.
Now, when you talk about addressing liver diseases, were they so prominent in that area? Because you mentioned it as something that prompted them. Why in that particular area? If you could be able to, if you're at liberty to give more information.
Oh, well, the local community members decided to raise awareness about liver disease, particularly because the individuals in the community were illiterate about the disease, so they and raise its awareness.
Now, this brings me to Tracy. First, before you go to the day celebration, briefly, when you talk about hepatitis, one would talk about hepatitis B, hepatitis. It's a whole, to many people, they really don't understand much of this. Please take us through.
Okay, thank you, sir. About hepatitis, let me first talk about the hepatitis day, then I'll come to the hepatitis. So the World Hepatitis Day, it is celebrated every 28th of July every year. So World Health Organization together with other partners, for example, the other organizations, they marked 28th as the World Hepatitis Day to increase awareness and understanding of viral hepatitis to people and the diseases at large. So this date honors the birthday of Professor Samuel Beruch, who discovered the hepatitis B vaccine and virus. So he discovered the virus in 1967, and later on in 1969 he discovered the vaccine. So this year's theme, it's time for action. That is the theme we are having this year. So with a person dying every second of hepatitis related diseases, with
that is the global picture.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
It is the global picture. Every second there is a person dying of hepatitis related diseases. So as Liver Health, we came to create awareness in this month about these diseases. And what you have to know about hepatitis is grouped in five like types. That is hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, and hepatitis E. So those are all types, and they are caused by virus. So hepatitis, it is a viral disease. You get? So because it's a viral disease, meaning it is very hard to treat, even to master it takes some time. So that's why we came up to create awareness to people such that they don't get sick to such diseases, because when we create awareness, of course, when you know what to do, you can't expose your life to it.
Now Naka is she gave us good information into what hepatitis is, but I think for the benefit of our audience, if we could give them signs and symptoms, that would be good. How does someone know that this dangerous disease, killing a person every second, this is how I can basically understand that now I'm having hepatitis, even before going into the groups B, C, and all that? Yes, if you're at Liberty, Naka is.
The signs and symptoms of the liver disease. Someone can get abdominal pain. You can get some irritating thing in the stomach. Still, you can get dark urine, such as those infections appear in your urine. Your urine appears to be like dark tea. The other sign is you also get some headache, fever, such things.
You wanted to supplement, I'm sure.
Okay, to supplement on my colleague, there are very many symptoms that show that you have these viruses. So you can get the yellow eyes. When you see your eyes yellow, we may advise you to go for medical checkup, because as medical personnel, we cannot say that you're sick by just seeing, but we diagnose and then we confirm. So the yellow skin, it is also a sign. You may have pale or that dark yellow urine, the pale feces, like you get. So you can also have some loss of appetite, that dizziness, nausea, flu-like symptoms, among others.
Now, these are symptoms and signs. Now so if I have these, what next do I do?
So if you find yourself having such symptoms, first, I can advise, some symptoms are similar to other chronic diseases. But if you find yourself having these very, very symptoms, I advise you to go for medical checkup. To a specialized doctor, they check you. After checkup, they will tell you whether you have this particular disease.
Okay, now Naka is, when you talk about hepatitis, you've had this foundation for some time. Wow. How informed, just a a small assessment. How informed when you talk about hepatitis today? Is the public aware of this? Do you have huge information gaps? What has been your assessment over time?
As the Liver Health Foundation, we've set up some information brochures like flyers. We've wrote some articles to raise awareness more about the disease. We've set up campaigns like the Liver Walk, which is going to take place this month on 28th. Still, we have created some team that works up to communities to teach more about hepatitis to people.
Now, this is what you're doing, but public knowledge, maybe if you can chip in here, what has been your assessment? Because advocacy usually comes when there is a gap, or you can say, yes, hepatitis, there's some knowledge, but we feel it's just a drop in the ocean.
Okay, so let me start with, according to World Health Organization, I may start with the European region. There are 15 million people who are estimated to be having hepatitis B. Then also 14 million people are estimated to be having hepatitis C. Then back to Uganda, there are 300,000 people that are estimated to be living with hepatitis B or C, but they don't know because they don't go for checkup. So as liver health, hepatitis, it is a liver disease that causes inflammation basically to your liver. So that's why as Liver Health Foundation we come out to talk about hepatitis, because it is a disease, but later on when you look at hepatitis B and C, these are the root causes of liver cancer in the world. I may not say in Uganda only, but in the world. So because they are challenges to our health, we come out to create awareness about them. So these are diseases that people get. For example, hepatitis B. If you're pregnant and you don't go for like antenatal or checkup, you can spread this disease to your baby, and the baby gets that hepatitis B from birth. Then also during childhood growth, the baby can also get hepatitis B. So we thank the World Health Organization because there are free vaccination in all government hospitals. For example, babies are vaccinated in the very first 24 hours immediately after birth. So we also thank the government of Uganda because they have brought this chance to people in the world to be vaccinated. You see, from a tender age, people are being vaccinated, because from 2000, babies are being vaccinated of hepatitis B.
Well, I also know that many people, when you go for antenatal, one of the tests they carry HIV, then the next is hepatitis.
Yeah.
But when you talk about vaccination, that is the not preventive, because when you're vaccinated, it doesn't mean that you don't acquire that disease. But in case that disease attacks your body, it has developed mechanisms to fight off that viral infection. At the end of the day, you don't deteriorate, or you can live fairly a normal way even when you're infected until that ends. To our viewers, if you look at children who are vaccinated against measles, the entire village, measles can kill children, but the vaccinated ones sometimes just have symptoms and they are moving on and doing normally everything. So that's why you should always not leave any effort when it comes to vaccination. Now let's look at the treatment. Tracy, when you talk about the treatment, is it available? Because you must accept that there are those that won't be vaccinated. But when where does a person seek redress? When I have these symptoms, I've had the test, how do I go about it?
Well, when someone gets some irritating thing about hepatitis, I recommend them to go and seek for medical advice. At least make appointments with the doctor to confirm if it's the disease. We don't confirm by eyes, we confirm by blood tests. I encourage people to also change lifestyles, like they should reduce too much consumption of alcohol, eat a well-balanced diet, keep dehydrated. Still, they should maintain a healthy weight by making regular exercises and also eating fruits or foods that are in their natural state. Yeah.
Well, recommendations there for you. Anything to add on, Regina, to what she has just said?
So you asked about treatment.
Yes, treatment.
Yeah, treatment for hepatitis B and hepatitis C, it is available in government hospitals. I'll talk about government hospitals.
Yes.
Because you can access good treatment there. Even in private hospitals, if you have your money, you can go and access the treatment. So treatment for hepatitis B and C, it is available. Then for hepatitis A, it comes with acute illness. So you can get healed, your body can fight it and it gets rid of it. So, however, you may acquire some medical attention, but it is not that much serious as hepatitis B. So there is a vaccine for hepatitis B. If they check you and you're fine, they vaccinate you. If you aren't fine, again there is treatment for hepatitis B. There is also treatment for hepatitis C. However, hepatitis C is kind of serious because it has other subtypes within the first 6 types. There are other subtypes. So that's why we recommend you to first go. They check because we have hepatitis C1. Then the subtype might be 1A. Then there is 1B. You get. So because of such a thing, we recommend you to go to the hospital. They check. They realize which state are you in. Then what type do you have? That's the medication they give you, because viruses change according to the type. So also hepatitis E, there is no vaccine to some countries. The country that has a vaccine, it is China. That is the country that has hepatitis E vaccine. Then there is also hepatitis A vaccine. We recommend you, mainly these people who travel to different countries, because you may travel to a country which has a high prevalence for this disease. So we recommend any person who travels to get vaccinated, or any person who moves around in very many places. We recommend you to be vaccinated. We can also recommend you to take safe water, because some of these viruses are caused by contaminated, eating fecal matter. For example, hepatitis A and E, it is caused by when you consupt or when feces enter through your mouth. That is how you get hepatitis A and E, through contaminated stuffs. Then hepatitis B, C and D. Hepatitis B is a sexual transmitted disease, so we may advise you to practice safe sex. Then it is also blood. It can also be caused when you get into contact with a person who is already sick, and then your blood gets into contact with that person. So we may recommend you to people to at least practice safe injection. Like when you go to the hospital, like try to practice safe injection. Then also these people who do body piercing, for example, those who put in earpins and others, tattooing, those machines are being used on different people. So you may acquire hepatitis B. So we tell these people to take note. Then also alcohol. It is also something that, because we also have hepatitis that is caused from alcohol. So we recommend people to drink responsibly.
Alcohol takers.
Yeah, alcohol takers, please drink responsibly. And also, if you can leave alcohol, please do.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you can leave, please do. Thank you so much. You've mentioned a number of causes because that was very important to know really what causes this. Now, when you talk about the various types, our view, I hope you've taken keen note, because much as we have treatment in government facilities, but when the burden is so big for government to treat, then at the end we may lose the battle to that. Now allow me to go for a very short break. When I return, I and my guests, we are still discussing, that is the World Hepatitis Day, and our discussion is rotating on hepatitis, the various types of hepatitis, and of course issues regarding the liver. We return shortly.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't go.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Once upon a time, there lived identical twins who gave birth to beautiful princes and princesses.
Their mothers gave their babies' bodies a lot of care by applying on their skin with baby Junior jelly.
Though dried their chariots and everyone would admire their glowing skin. Fun fact, Baby Junior prevents diaper rash, dry and sensitive
Moms
skin.
all over Africa love baby Junior jelly. Baby Junior's the skin. No more worries anymore. Boo, 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 boo. Baby Junior.
Baby Junior.
Hey, business people of Uganda, the Ugandan National Lottery is coming. It's the perfect opportunity to boost your business. Zimba your business by becoming an authorized Uganda National Lottery agent. By paying a security deposit of just 250,000 shillings, you will receive your very own Uganda National Lottery terminal, expert training from the pros themselves, and marketing materials to skyrocket your sales. And with a generous 5% commission on every ticket sold, the potential for earnings is limitless. Don't miss out. Act now and call us toll-free at 0800 33 44 33 to see if you qualify. Join us today and Zimba your business. Ituba Uganda is regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Juko.
Yo.
Wachikuwa. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Uganda wange, haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back from that break, and thank you so much for being with us on UBC TV. It is Good Morning Uganda Extra. I'm Robert Chirabonyonyi, and with me, in case you have just joined, I have two beautiful young ladies. That is Nantambi Peace, who is the Director for Communication, Liver Health Foundation, And I have Nakaiza Tracy, a foundation member. We are talking about hepatitis and liver diseases. Remember, on the 28th of July, we are going to be celebrating International Hepatitis Day. Now, in this remaining minutes, I'm so focused on what events have happened, if any already, or you're planning to conduct, and then later we shall look at the day celebration. Let me begin with Nakaiza.
Thank you so much. For the ongoing campaign, we are having the liver walk for your health, which is gonna take place on 28th of this month, Sunday. This program is dedicated to support liver patients and raise funds for their benefit. In case anyone would like to raise funds for the liver patients, we have our account number in Post Bank, which is 40 281 027, and the names of Liver Health Foundation.
Okay, so there you can stand with these people at such a trying moment that they are going through. Now, Nantambi, any other activity away from the work that is to follow?
So to the activities, we shall be educating medical personnel and the public at large about the importance of vaccination, and vaccination mainly hepatitis A and B, because those vaccines are viable and they are free of charge. Then also we shall educate people about why is it important to get treatment of hepatitis B, C and D, because these can, at a later stage, they can result into chronic hepatitis leading to liver cancer, cirrhosis, liver failure, among others. So we shall also be encouraging the government to accept the hepatitis policies, and also funding the organizations to carry out these activities. For example, in creating awareness within deeper villages, and then also other places at large. Then we shall also be we shall stand to be the voice for people suffering from hepatitis and the communities that are being affected by hepatitis.
Okay, now let's look at the day where the main celebration is going to be. Who is invited? Yes.
Well, the event is going to take place on 28th July at Dansbarina Hotel, but we are going to start with a walk from Bulaga Starbex Trading Center. Anyone can feel free to join us.
That is Mitiana side?
Yeah, along Mitiana Road.
Yes.
We shall move from Bulaga Starbex Trading Center to where the event will take place at Dansbarina Hotel. Our chief worker is Dr. Daniel Chabayinze, Director Public Health, and Dr. Orazo Charles, Director Curative Service from the Ministry of Health. Yes.
Okay, well, that will be the event, and please find time. Let's stand in solidarity with persons suffering from hepatitis, and let's create that awareness. I'm very excited when I see the young people, the youth, young people like you, taking on this cause, because sometimes people only think about their health when they're aging. You know, when you talk about issues of diseases, someone will feel like, apart from HIV, someone will feel like, But when they see youngsters being the voices, I hope it speaks volumes to many of us. Now, before we come to the closure of this show, let me just have each one of you in a minute, your parting shot, your last message to Ugandans. And let me begin with Nantambi.
So my last message, I would call people like the public, doctors, government, everyone, come, because this year it's time for action. Come and test, vaccinate, and also come and get to know about these diseases. Come and join Liver Health as volunteers, because you being part of liver health can make a change. Come and stand in the elimination of hepatitis and other liver diseases at large.
Okay, thank you, Nantambi, Peace Director Communication. Now, Naka is as we close.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chirabo, for hosting us today. We are so glad that we've talked much, but I would like to call upon people to go and carry on tests, especially of hepatitis, because the burden is viral. Still, I would like to call upon people to join us in our campaign, Walk for Your Liver. I would like to also call upon people to reduce on consumption of alcohol, because it's the main cause. I would like to also thank the Uganda Ministry of Health for allowing us to celebrate the World Hepatitis Day. Thank you so much for hosting us, Mr. Chirabo.
Well, thank you so much. The two ladies have been with you. Thank you so much, Peace and Tracy, for that informative discussion that we've had. And our viewer, I hope you've gotten the bottom and the most important thing. First is go and test. If you don't have hepatitis, then make sure you get vaccinated. You get vaccinated. Yes, much as we have treatment in government facilities, but why should you go to that extent? Yet I'm told, and I know for sure, that hepatitis vaccines are around and free of charge. And come 28th, please, if you're within those areas, let's join, let's move. And even if you're going to be able, let's give for a good cause, because we know that health is a challenge in this country. And we need to support persons living and suffering with hepatitis. So we were told how you can be part of that good cause. You never know. When you set a ground fertile, when uncertainty catches up with you, you already have a landing ground that is very friendly to you as well. So let's join the cause. See you tomorrow, the good Lord willing. Have a lovely day for God and my country. May the Lord bless Uganda.